Hi guys, so welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the first time that I'm making any kind of long format video. I know this was long overdue. I was super nervous to make long format. I've never actually done this before, but so many of you requested to see a long format in-depth video on my makeup routine. So I thought let me just create one on that. This is the makeup look you would see in all my videos. This is the exact makeup I do for all my shoots. So every time I want to go out somewhere. It's super easy and beginner friendly. All these products are super affordable. You don't need to use the exact same products, but you can just use the tips and tricks that I mentioned in the video. So the first and the most important thing is to prep your skin really well. Your skin is like the canvas, and if you don't prep your skin well, your makeup will look very patchy, it will look cakey, and however expensive your makeup products are, it will just not turn out nice. So I've already prepped my skin, so I'm just going to show you all the products I've used. The first one, I actually love this product. I've been using this now since like 2 or 3 years, is the Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence by Cosrx. It's viral for a reason because it gives you like the glassiest skin ever. I mix my Cosrx with my Holy Grail moisturizer. I love this product. It's the Physiogel AI lotion. It was given to me by my dermat when I had really bad acne. I'm going to attach a picture here. It also makes my skin really glowy and just takes care of all the dry patches. Last but definitely not the least is the sunscreen. It's the Acne UV Gel SPF 50. Again, this is a product that I use every time I step out of the house or if I'm even indoors, and it is not irritating to acne prone skin. It's non-comedogenic. It's also very good for the summers because it has like a matte finish, almost feels like a primer, which brings me to the point that when I use this, I actually skip my primer. I do not use it, is because the finish that this one has, it's it just makes my skin like feel very poreless, and I don't feel the need to use any primer after this. So now let's get into the makeup. If I'm not using this, like I'm going out in the evening or night, I use this primer. It's the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. It's perfect if you want that smooth, poreless look. It's not a glowy primer, it's more of a mattifying look. This basically ensures that my makeup just glides through, stays on for really long. You can see it just blurred out a lot of my pores. So this is the foundation I use. It's the Maybelline Lumi Matte foundation, which has SPF 16. I'm using the shade 115. So this is probably the only foundation I use. I love this because you can build it up to be a full coverage. So when I want to go out at night for a wedding or for night parties, I can build this up for a full glam look. But if I want to go out in the day and want to keep it light and minimal, this is also very weightless, so it can give me a nice light coverage as well. So for a daily look, I just take a little bit amount, probably just 2 drops. I just dot it all over my face evenly. I'm going to use my fixing spray and just dampen it a bit. So when you're using a beauty blender, just go in a tap, 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 tap motion. I just use the excess from the beauty blender over my eyes and under my eye. So here's a close-up. You can see it's covered all my redness and my acne marks. I had a very stubborn pimple here. It's covered that. But you can see also my skin is shining through. So it has a soft matte finish, but also gives you this luminous glow. For the concealer, these are my two options. So this is the high-end one. It's the Too Faced Multi-Using Sculpting Concealer. And I honestly think this one is a perfect dupe of this. This is the Forever 52. This is pretty affordable. I'll attach the prices here. And I think it gives the same exact finish. I got this one and then I got this one later. And I was like, why did I spend so much on this? Because this is 1/4 the price, but gives the exact same finish. So for the concealer placement, I'm going to apply it here. And then here. You want to lift your eyes up for that snatched look. Some here. Here. Then if you have some spots you want to correct again. Another important tip is to not blend your concealer instantly. Like wait for 2 minutes at least before you start blending in. That makes sure like the product just gives you more coverage. So I'm going to actually do my eyebrows in the meanwhile. I'm using this eyeshadow palette for my eyebrows. Sorry for my filthy palette, but I actually use the black eyeshadow in this to just color my eyebrows, just to fill it in. It honestly depends on your hair color. So right now my hair is like really dark, so I'm going to use this color. If your hair is slightly lighter or you have your hair colored, you can use probably like a dark brown instead. Filling in with a very light hand. You don't want a very precisely shaped eyebrow because that just looks a bit scary. And what I'm doing is just like on the arch area, I'm just taking it up like that. So it gives you a way more snatched look. Okay, so you can already see the difference between my this eyebrow and this eyebrow. Like this just like goes up and just snatches my face like that. Once I filled it in, I like using an eyebrow pencil, and this is the one I'm using. It has this spoolie, I guess, on one side and the pencil on one side. So what I like doing is first brushing it all up like that. And once I'm done brushing it, then I just go and fill in the gaps very lightly, again with a very, very light hand. And you want to brush the strokes up like that, almost imitating your actual hair strokes. If it ends up looking too bushy, just go on just brushing it up and it gives you a more natural look. So here I don't have that much hair here, so I'm just gonna fill that part and just leave the rest to how it is. Never put the eyebrow pencil here and here because that just makes your eyebrow look very unnatural. So always leave this area and then like start filling in. If you want a little bit more like definition there, just take this brush spoolie again and then just like go up like that. Okay, so now we're going to blend the concealer. I am not going to use any brush or any beauty blender to blend it. I'm just going to use my fingers because it just gives me the most natural look. You can blend this a little bit upwards here, and this you just want to take up like that. Now we're going to move on to the eyeshadow. I like keeping it very simple and basic. So I'm going to use the K-Beauty eyeshadow palette again. You can see how much of this shade I've actually used because this is the eyeshadow I use probably every time. Even if I'm doing a full glam, this will be the base. If I'm doing an everyday look, this will be the base. It's that perfect brown that I think suits like all Indian skin tones really well. So you can also just use your regular bronzer to do this. I just love this color and how it looks. You want to take a fluffy brush like this when you're working around the crease. It just blends your eyeshadow so well. Because with the same product, I just contour my nose. Very light strokes. You don't want something unnatural. And I just blend it again with my fingers. This gives my nose such good definition. Next, we're going to move on to my favorite part, which is blush. And before I start with that, there's one very important thing for you to remember is all cream products come first and then powder products come. If you use a powder product and then go with a cream base or a water based product, it will just be very patchy and your blush or highlighter would just not blend. So we use all like the cream based liquid based products first. And once we're done with that, then we go with the powder-based product. These are the two blushes I alternate with. This is the Benefit Go-Go tint and this is the Etude Water tint. Both are dupes of each other. Again, this is a very costly product. I think it's around 2,500 and this was around 400 something. The Benefit Go-Go tint is the Etude Water tint, and you can see from the color to the pigment, it is exactly the same. So using the Etude one, it's that perfect pink blush. Like it gives you a very natural look. Like it looks like that flush from within kind of a vibe, and it just stays all day. It's got a very watery texture. You need the tiniest amount. Just look how pigmented this blush is. And every time you guys ask me what blush have I used, it's almost just always this one. So next is my setting powder. I don't use this all over my face. I like the shine coming through my face. I just like using it in my under eye area, a little bit on the T-zone, and that's it. It really just makes sure my concealer stays in place all day and it does not move, it does not crease. And if you like a more matte look, you can also use it a little bit where you have pores, and it will genuinely just give you the most airbrushed look. So I just like folding this, taking the product and just using it just in the under eye area like this. Again, taking the product upwards for that snatched look. You can already see the difference in both these sides. This just looks, again, more upwards. So like cleaning up my contour and using the powder here just gives a more defined look to my nose. And a little bit over here. That's all I'm going to use. You can see how nice my under eyes look. They look flawless. There's no creasing. It's covered up my dark circles and all pretty well. And it's going to stay like this the entire day. I'm going to add some shine back to my face using my favorite highlighter. This highlighter is probably one of the best highlighters I've ever used. I used to use the Iconic highlighter before this, and since I've got this, I've not touched any other highlighter, even my high-end ones. The best part is it doesn't have any chunky particles, so it gives you a very like seamless glow from within kind of a look. You can also, it's a liquid highlighter, so you can also mix it with your foundation and just use it all over your face or just use it as a highlighter. So this is the rosé shade, and just look at the shine it just added to my face. Also gonna add some just under my brows. Oh my god, just look at the shine. And you can see there are like no chunky particles. It's just a very natural shine. You want to apply some on your nose here and here. I like leaving the center part out a lot on the tip of the nose. They're the two mascaras I use, and again, they are dupes of each other. I feel the entire video, I've just shown you dupes of products, but you know what happens is that you buy like the viral product, which is like trending. The Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara was like all over my internet, and I had to buy it. And when I bought it, it was, of course, a very nice product, but it's very expensive, and that is why I bought the small size. And then I started searching for dupes and I found the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and it is exactly the same. I actually show you the L'Oreal one on one side and the Too Faced one on one side. Even the wands are like exactly the same. So doing the L'Oreal one on my right side, and how I like putting my mascara is just like opening and shutting my eyes like this motion. What I like doing is just taking it up like that and just holding it like a curl for like 2 seconds and leaving it. You can just see the difference already. It's made my eyes so much more open. Now applying the Too Faced one on this side. See, exactly the same. I feel if you have like small lashes like mine, this is really gonna like lift them and just also give them volume at the same time. Next is the eyeliner, and this is the only eyeliner I use. I love this is because A, it's really dark, and B, it has a very precise tip that just gives me like the best wing. So I did my eyeliner off camera because if I would do it here, I would mess it up. So what I did exactly is that I did not take any eyeliner here. I started from the middle with a very thin line and started making it thicker as I went towards the end of the eye. Like, so you want it thin to thick, 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 thick. Like you make it thicker as you start reaching the end. It gives an illusion of more of that almond eye, and then just do a very thin baby wing. Okay, so we have come to the end of the video, and probably my favorite part of the video and the most asked question is what exactly I do for my lips, how it looks so nice and full. And these are like the three products I use. The lipstick does change, like it depends on what kind of a look I'm going for, but the lip liner and gloss is always the same. This is the lip liner I'm gonna use. This is that perfect brown lip liner that will suit all Indian skin tones. It goes with all my lip combos. Like if I'm doing a red lip combo, it will go with that. If I'm doing a pink nude lip combo, it'll go with that. If I'm doing like a nude lip combo, it goes with that as well. So we are gonna overline just the top bit here and the bottom bit here, and rest we're gonna match to our natural lip line. Blend it a little bit on the edges. We use this Kiro lipstick. Use any peachy nude shade, like it doesn't have to be exactly this, but with a brown liner, when you use like a nude shade, it just automatically makes your lips look so much fuller. You can stop right here and not use any gloss, but if you're a gloss girly like me who has to use gloss with all her lip combos, then my favorite gloss that I have been loving and obsessing over since it came out is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Petal. This has been the most viral gloss for the simple reason is that it's so pigmented, it's relatively affordable. It's actually, again, supposed to be a dupe of all the Fenty glosses. I use it a lot of times, even when I don't have any lip liner or lipstick, because it's so pigmented, it automatically gives you the color. Even if you have pigmented lips, I think this would work for you. I mean, just wow. It smells so good. That's the final look. I really hope you guys liked watching this video and learned something from it. If you want more such videos, do let me know in the comments what else would you like to see. It would really help me understand what kind of content I can create for you all. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me, and see you until next time.